So excellent metalworking starts with a good design. So designing begins with a problem. It may be to invent or create new product or to improve or innovate one that is already in use. So the basic element of principle design. So mga ni ang elements o ang principle. So sa elements, they are line, shape or form, color, value, texture, space or perspective, and perspective. So sa principles is balance, movement and rhythm, pattern and repetition, emphasis, contrast, proportion, scale, and unity. So sa line, all things we can see have line, no? So sa man siguro tama mutanaw sa palibot, daghan man gyud tag makita ang mga shape para sa aning line. So there are three principal types of line, so straight, curve, and circular. So these lines were properly combined give an article pleasing shape. So for me, example aning first nga shape is kaning straight. So para sa kuha na example is kaning poste sa Davao Light. So mao mo ginay makita nato nga straight man gid na siya. So kaning second shape is mo na siya gitawag na kuan, broken line. So para sa kuhaan, nag-example ni siya is kaning sa kuan, pedestrian lane sa highway kay broken line man siya. So kaning last, kaning curve nga shape is kaning kuan. Mo na siya ginagamit nga atop para sa kuha example sa curve is kaning corrugated nga roof, kaning common man siya nga atop is kaning mga curve kaning atop. So next, shape. So there are four basic shapes, so square, rectangular, triangular, and round. So shape is influenced by function. So as you can see in the picture, mo na siya ang mga different types of shapes. So color. The color is the response of the eye to differing wavelengths of radiation within the visible spectrum. Colors are used to generate emotion, define hierarchy, create interest, and etc. So there are many different kinds of color system and theories, but we will focus on the three properties. So hue, value, and saturation. So sa value is defined as the relative lightness or darkness. Murag panit nimo ba? Gikan sa light ay murag planet sa classmate. Natay classmate nga light, naputay classmate nga dark. So, which suggests the depth or volume of a particular object of area. So, it is the degree of light and dark in the design, the contrast between black and white, and all the tones in between. So, texture. Texture is a surface quality, simulated and or the actual, that can be seen and felt. Can be rough or smooth, soft and hard, and etc. So it exists as a surface we can feel, but also as a surface we can see and imagine the sensation we might have in we touch. So it's both a tactile and a visual phenomenon. So number 6, space and perspective. It's the area between the round object, negative space. So, kita nyo ng negative space. So, but it is also refers to the variation in the perspective and proportion of objects. So, lines or shape, and it is used for the comparative relation between different objects or areas. So, the real space in the three-dimensional, but in design, when we create the feeling, the depth, we call it the space. So, ano siya ang picture sa space, negative space. So, then last is mass or solid. The solid shape or outline of an object has dimensions of thickness, width, and height.